Me and Mrs. Jones.
Hello, welcome to
guys.
Journal channel. Today we're going to be talking about being unfaithful in relationships. Kinika, have you been cheated on?
I haven't been cheated on, but I've been in a relationship where I felt like the guy was cheating. So I did not have solid proof, but like I would find jewelry in the room and he'll say that it's for his sister. And yeah. So I don't know if he was cheating, but I was not secure in the relationship. There was just something that didn't sit well with me. Have you ever been cheated on?
Well, I'll just say it was cheating. So there was this guy that I was talking to and we were getting really tight.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it tells me that he doesn't want anything serious. And to me that just sounds like, you don't want something serious because you probably want to see other girls.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was probably because he wanted to go ahead and
Do other things.
eat his cake and have it.
Guys, I mean, guys and girls. Okay, so what makes people cheat in relationships? I feel like when people feel like something is lacking. So, for example, maybe like they don't get enough attention, or they feel like their partner is probably not affectionate enough.
Mm-hmm.
For some people, I don't want to talk about sex. They feel maybe they're not getting enough sexual pleasures from their partner, so they go and look for it elsewhere. And you know how some guys even think that I say that I want my girlfriend to be a lady, but my side chick to be a freak. So they don't want to do a lot of things that they feel are dirty with the person that they're with because they feel like maybe it makes the person look somehow. I don't know. But they want to try out all the other nasty stuff with other. Anyway, yeah.
So they go and get someone to satisfy those urges, whereas they keep the
Exactly.
wife a lady.
Clean. That's it.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. Another thing that's really, really common is people stay in relationships for the wrong reasons. They could easily fall in love with somebody outside because they're not necessarily in love with the person they're with. And this could be because of maybe the girl or the guy, they have a bit of money, they have status, and their partner is staying with them because of that.
Yeah.
So, but they're not necessarily in love. So when they fall in love with somebody else, they can't really help themselves. They cheat. It could also be because this thing of we've been together for so long. Where do I now start?
Exactly.
How do I begin? Let me just continue
This
this
person knows
relationship.
me well enough, so they'll just settle because they
Yes.
don't want to start afresh.
That's correct. So those are like really key reasons.
Yeah. Some people just don't even. I don't think some people believe in monogamy. Like they just want to. They're in a relationship and they say that they love their girlfriends. Some will even call them their wives or stuff. Yes, you see them at the club with somebody else that's not their girlfriend. I don't really understand.
Yes.
And some of them genuinely don't see anything wrong with it.
No.
They're just like,
No,
person.
I mean a lot of people have come out to say that they don't see why they should be monogamous. That why should one woman have all the attention?
You say that unless because there are no feelings involved, because they don't like the person, they're not emotionally attached. It's just maybe sex or it's just physical stuff, so it doesn't mean anything. I mean, this is the person I love and it's my girlfriend.
It's not always guys that cheat. A lot of women cheat.
Lagos girls are learning.
Hey, and the thing is, it's not just Lagos girls. It's the fact that we know how to keep our mouth shut. We don't go about talking to. Whereas a guy would probably go, this. But anyway,
But girls even brag about it these days.
Oh wow.
Yeah, well, that's another topic. Yeah, so that even takes us to like different types because some people are just general cheats. Maybe they say they can't control themselves, and some people just happen to fall into situations where they are most likely going to cheat, or they cheat. I mean, so for example, if you're working with someone, you're in a relationship, and at your workplace there's this really cute guy. You don't even, initially you're like, I'm in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. But then, obviously, because you guys work together every single day, how many hours a day, you guys become close, you guys become friends, and then you start realizing that I'm feeling some tiny things with that. I don't know what I'm feeling and everything. And before you know it, you guys find yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's actually very common because you're most likely to spend a lot of time with them. So you're seeing them regularly, and this is the same for getting into a situationship with your friends, like your close friends. You share things, you talk to them pretty much all the time, and before you know it, some kind of feelings are starting to develop. But one of you is already in a relationship, but you feel this tight connection, and you don't really want to lose their friendship. So because of that, you proceed, or maybe because the feelings are so overwhelming, you proceed, and it's still, no matter how pure it is, it's still cheating at the end of the day. Yeah.
Even like exes, for example. I guess this is why some people say you shouldn't be friends with your exes, because I think I'm friends with exes, but like you find that you moved on into a new relationship, and then being friends with your ex, sometimes you guys will hang out and you now start reminiscing, talking about the past, talking about this, that. But you know it now, lips will just lock, and so sometimes you don't mean to. But it just happens, and it's a matter of what do you now do about it, or how do you move on from there. Okay, what did you do when in that situation where the guy said he didn't want to commit to?
I ended it because I was into him. It was clearly into me. For me, the only reason he wouldn't want to commit was because he wanted to see other people, even though he said that wasn't the case. But I'm not about that life.
That's pretty much the only reason why you do that.
Wow, what did you do when you were seeing jewelry and it was his sisters?
Initially that situation is very annoying because you have no proof. Like you just go off what the person says, and there's supposed to be trust in relationship, right? So you say, I trust this person. But after a while, you either continue to live in denial, because I always say go with your gut feeling. I left. I just never felt settled, and even because I'm like 100% sure he was cheating, and because of that, he always used to ask me, what are you doing? What are you like? He always worried that I was cheating, basically,
because he was probably doing it
exactly, and that was another thing that made me feel like he was definitely cheating. So in the end, I exed him.
No.
But
we're saying this now. It's not always the case. It's not always so easy to leave. And we all have different. I know Ginika probably disagrees, but we all have different willpowers. Not everyone would, and depending on what stage you are in the relationship or what you see in that person to begin with, it might not necessarily be that easy. But you
even find situations where the girl, like, because some people are so insecure, they feel like they wouldn't find anybody better. They pretty much don't even know their own like self-worth or the value that they bring to the relationship. So they're like, as long as I'm number one, as long as I'm the main chick, as long as I'm the wife, it does not matter. I'm the one that has won at the end of the day. What does that really mean? Like, you're winning on a particular day, another girl is winning on another day, like
on several other days.
What do you mean? It doesn't even help you. Like, you should be the one and only. There should not be one and a several. One and only. Never, ever, ever settle. Know your worth. Know what you bring to the table. There's always somebody that will value you. Some people are, because maybe they're a certain size, or I don't even know what. I don't know. They just feel like somebody will not be attracted to them.
That they're lucky to have that person. So why should they let them go?
Exactly. And then your partner even sees that you're looking at him like he's gold, or he's looking at her like she's gold. They will act up. They will do whatever the hell they want to do.
Yeah.
And they know that you're not going to do anything about it. So.
And another thing is, going back to when we're talking about you have a working relationship with someone, so you start to develop feelings, or your friends. Sometimes feelings just creep up on us, and we don't know until we're already a bit deep in. But what we can do, those feelings we can't really control, but we can control how we act. If we act on them, or if we just please, in a relationship, even maybe talk to the person about it and just be like, maybe you need some space and things like this, just to get it, or see if they are the one that you're supposed to be with, and maybe the one at home is the one you're supposed to leave.
I don't know about that. Let them figure out the person when they come and meet you. See, that's another thing, right? With for example, friendships. Let's say you have a friend that's in a relationship, you guys are getting overly close. Okay, say for example you are in a relationship with a guy, and I'm a guy that likes you. I'm a guy that's your friend. Just because I now realize that, okay, Rama too might have some feelings for me, I'll now take advantage and completely disrespect as a good friend, or even if low-key you hope that something will happen, always respect that relationship. Let them break up on their J's. Like, there's no need for you to start putting things in his head or trying to seduce him or trying to if you're meant to be, you will be. Let them end their thing or sort their thing out. And then some people say that, I don't know the girl, so it doesn't matter, or I don't know her boyfriend, so I don't give a fuck. It's her that I say she likes me, I like her, we vibe, that's it. Always think about the other person, because you could always be in that situation.
I was actually just going to say that anyone that knows me, and if you've watched our last video or last couple, Karma will come and catch up with you. Because if he's doing that, if he leaves you for this other girl, is going to do it again. Let them just sort out their stuff, and then you can now move on them afterwards, but not before. It's not even a good look on you, you know. But guys, to bring this to a close, really, cheating is a horrible thing. It's disrespectful. It leads to not even having that trust, because once you've been cheated on, or once you've been cheated on, exactly, it just gets to a point where you don't really trust anyone.
Guys, please be respectful of your partners. And I always say, if you don't want to be in a relationship, nobody's putting a gun to your head. Don't say, because I don't what people think, what people say. Leave the relationship. Sometimes good to be selfish. Think about yourself. If you like somebody else and you're in a relationship with somebody and you genuinely like that person is giving you something, that think about it for a month or two. Think about it, Sha. Don't just up and leave, because you never know what the other person. But sort out your situation first.
Yes.
And if you really like that person, be bold about it. Break up with this person. Do things the right way. Don't try and have your cake and eat it and say, let me just see what this person has to offer. Let me just, while I'm still keeping this one.
Because most times it's just that thrill, and then the thrill all goes off. It wears off. So it could also be that. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching us. Please subscribe. Thank you for your love, and we hope to see you soon.
Yes, and don't forget to email us topics that you want us to
or in the comment section, please.
Bye, guys.
Mrs. Jones.